Hey everybody, it's me, Angel Benton, and today is Sunday. I'm sorry, my eyes are watering. I don't know. I swear to God, I'm not crying. My eyes are really watery. It's really annoying. Um, so today's Sunday. Oh, I'm wearing my Stefano Demira t-shirt. It says, "Guns don't kill people. Stefano Demira kills people." So if you're a Days of Our Lives fan, you get that because Stefano Demira is the one who ruled Days of Our Lives with an iron fist. He's the bad guy, and I love him, but he hasn't been on the show in a long time. Uh, but you never count him out because he's the Phoenix and he comes back to life many times. Anyways, so today we're going to be talking about General Hospital. Actually, despite the little detour into days, we're going to be discussing Port Charles. So here's the good thing about General Hospital is that a lot more people are really starting to warm up to Liesl Obrecht. I love her. I love Obrecht. I really do. I know people can't stand her. I think she's great. I really think she's wonderful. And you know who else I love too? Psycho Heather Weber. Because this week she also admitted that she was the one who actually. And then now it makes a little more sense. But she said she took down Bobby and Lucas just to take the heat off of Franco because she thought that her kid was the killer. So she was like, oh my God, I got to get people not thinking that he's the killer. So she killed two other people when he had an airtight alibi. So that actually, now it makes sense why Lucas was one of the ones, because remember, Lucas was not one of the original ones that Paul said, that he murdered. So I was like, well, then did he go after Lucas? Why did he go after Bobby? That didn't make any sense to me. And now it makes sense because he didn't. Heather Weber did. So, although I still think it's reaching that Paul Hornsby was the killer, at least it makes sense theoretically, right? Claudette, I'm over this whole Claudette thing. And this is, I nothing against the actress. I love me some Brie Williamson from going back, but the One Life to Live days. But I hate her character. I hate Claudette. And I hate the little girl, Charlotte. And that's not her fault. I just can't stand her. She's annoying, you know. And the poor kid, though, I do feel bad for her because she was told, oh, this is Nathan, he's your daddy. Oh, but he really isn't. And now it's, okay, this is just kidding. This is Griffin, he's your daddy. And I bet you, I would not be surprised. And if this is what happens, then I'm a little disappointed because this is a soap twist that I see coming from a long ways away. I wonder if she's Lulu's other embryo. If Lulu's other embryo was taken and implanted in someone, like maybe Claudette, and that child has no biological markings to either of them, and that's why Valentine Cassadine wants to know where she is, because she's the Cassadine heir, whatever. I mean, it's so stupid. It's so dumb. But I think that is definitely a possibility. So we'll see how that goes. I mean, that is what it is. We saw a lot of the effects of Morgan's death. The repercussions, that's the word I was looking for. I feel like I'm just really stumbling over my words a lot lately. I don't know maybe there's something wrong with my brain. But this week we've been dealing with a lot of the repercussions of Morgan's death, which that is the hallmark of a good death, is that it affects more than one person and more than one storyline. And Morgan's death was great, despite all those other Jerusalem murders, none of them really packed that much of a punch as much as Morgan's death did. That really affected everyone because, Carly is now despondent and she has no desire to get back with Sonny. And even though they've got to plan this funeral, which she's already done without him, she tried to shut him out, and he's like, you're not shutting me out of my son's funeral. Ava has come to clean up Morgan's bedroom. To clean up her mess so that people can see that she didn't, that she was switching out his pills with placebo. Here's the thing about that. So she was taking Morgan's pills, right? And switching them out with placebos. She got his pills from the bedroom, barely, because Nell, remember Nell is, she was Carly's assistant, but now she's watching Ava because Carly does not have custody. And that was actually that was a good thing of the writers, that they acknowledged the fact that Carly's not the one that has custody of Ava. Sonny is. So if Carly's going to leave Sonny, she has to leave Ava. So it made sense. So she had Nell, her assistant, stay behind to take care of Ava, because originally she was Ava's nanny, before Bobby said she could do it, whatever. So it made sense. So, Nell caught Ava in Morgan's bedroom, but then, Ava was able to talk her way out of it. She was like, I miss him too, and blah, blah, blah. So Sonny was like, spend your time with your daughter and then get the fuck out of my house now. So because she already had the pills at that point, she's like, that's fine. So she spent some time with Avery, and then she ended up leaving. And then she tossed his pills into the garbage. And then we see someone go into the garbage and find the pills and take them out again. So someone was following her, and someone saw what was going on. So we'll see. I'm sure probably this coming up week, we'll see who took the pills, and who knows what she's up to. We'll find out, I'm sure. Also this week, Hayden and Finn were on, and they had a scene where, so she met this guy that Dr. Finn calls a tool, which he was kind of a tool, and he is this rich trust fund baby, just like Hayden used to be, and saying how, he gets so bored and tired of, giving all these people money, like, medical research grants. And once he said that, she was like, oh. So they made a deal where she would have sex with him if he gave her a research grant. So they go up to his room, and she makes sure that he gets that check, and he's like, you women always want your money. And then she just started him drinking real quick. Well, Dr. Finn ended up, seeing them out at dinner, and then seeing them go up to the room. So he was really concerned. So he looked at their bill and saw what room it was charged to, and then he went up to their room, which, good sleuthing skills on Dr. Finn's part. And he busts down the door, and it's too late. And because the guy's already passed out, and she's like, oh please, I didn't do anything with him, he passed out before he could get his pants off. So she ended up putting him to bed and making it look like they had done some stuff. She staged the scene, basically, which is exactly what I would have done too. Good for you, girl. Strip him naked, put him under the covers, have that condom out. She totally did everything. It was great. It was really good. So I give her mad props. So she got her research grant. She gave it right to Dr. Finn. So Dr. Finn is now able to conduct the research to cure that disease that he's got, that he needs to shoot up for, whatever. So anyways, Obrecht. So let's talk about, so I'm over the whole Claudette thing. It's so stupid. But the good thing about the Claudette story, and this is the only good thing about that whole storyline, because it's a big flop, it has brought back Felicia, because now Felicia's looking for Maxie, because Maxie is being, kidnapped, and she's being, held, because first they thought she was Claudette, and she was like, ew, I hate her. It's totally not her. So once they looked up her ID and saw that it wasn't Claudette, they were like, okay, Maxie, tell us. But first of all, if her ID says her name is Mariah Maximiliana Jones, why does he automatically call her Maxie? Like, I know that we all know her name is Maxie because that's what she goes by, but why would you not call her Mariah? I mean, like, that doesn't make any sense to me, personally. If I saw someone's ID, and I would immediately, if I had to, call them anything, I wouldn't call them by a shortened version of their middle name, even though that's what she goes by. I would call her by her first name. How does he know that her name is Maxie? And if he did know that, then how does he know that she's not? I mean, then he would have known that she's not Claudette. I mean, anyways, but the good part about this is that now her and Obrecht are on the same side, and they're like, oh, we're gonna get this bitch. Because she tried to pawn Liesl's, this baby off as Liesl's grandchild, and she totally isn't. So she's like, oh, no, bitch, you're going down. I love it. I'm excited. I'm all in for that. I'm totally all in for some Obrecht. Big time. Whooping some ass on Claudette. Big time. Anyways, so that's it. Tomorrow night, we're going to be doing the Real Housewives of Orange County for the last time, because the week after that, I'm doing, oh no, two more times. So then just the next 2 weeks. And then after that, I'm doing Vanderpump Rules, because it comes back on November 7th. And then Tuesday, I'm doing Bold and Beautiful. So thank you so much for logging on, whatever. And you can hashtag GH to talk General Hospital with me. And I will see you all later. Wubba, wubba, wubba.